Okay, you guys, this is third video up this weekend. First one might have been drywall, part 2. Second one is a 40-inch TV I'm using as my monitor. Only 1080 because of my poor eyesight close up. This third one should be interesting to some people. This is an RCA or Magic Chef 3.0 washing machine. I believe that's Leaders 3.0. I have to check that, whatever that is. I know I had a couple videos on Media MA50 where the second one was about the machine wouldn't rinse or wouldn't spin, wouldn't let the water out, and the link catcher was clogged. This one I thought was the same thing. Oh, it's easy fix. Similar machine made in similar place. Pump went on this one. I went on YouTube and started looking around, how to check the pump, and basically use that magnetic pen tester to test wires if it's live or not. And according to the video I saw, the gentleman described that you should have current going in to the pump and current going out to the pump. I was able to get it to work when I got the pump off the unit, but every time I put it back on the unit, I couldn't get the current to go through. It was intermittent, and the pump never actually turned on. So I said, okay, Vic, $75 worth $400. So I decided to go for $75. Bought it on eBay. There was only like 4 around in the US. I was like, wow, this is crazy. Hopefully there's more available later on if somebody needs one of these. Because if it happened to me, it's going to happen to somebody else. So after testing the pump, didn't go on at all, even though it did get current, and the current did go through intermittently, the pump just wouldn't go on. But I did get it to cycle, to start cycling and the spin. You're going to see in this video, I had a bit of a hard time. My stomach is in the way. I'm sitting down on a small bucket with a lid on it that's made as a chair or stand. Have that video up too. The wiring wasn't that difficult. I had to just, do one at a time. There's only 2 wires. And I was able to uncrimp the old connector and put it back. So that's a good thing. I put the bag back. You'll see in the video I did a nice clean job. I just didn't put the cover on the unit yet. My wife doesn't want to use it, but she can. Very happy about that. Able to fix this unit. Not always the easiest thing, and you're taking a gamble. I took the gamble when they paid off. I guess general description real quick. After I tested, I ordered. The pump came in. Waited a few days. The most trouble I had was disconnecting the larger hose that came from the drum that went to the pump. That clamp had enough tension on it, I had trouble getting it to work, even with a pair of pliers. But I got it to work. You'll see I got it to work. Easiest way to do it was to mount the pump and then connect the hose. Then to try to connect the hose and hold in the pump, that didn't work that good. I had to tilt the machine like this, about 30 degrees or so, I'm not sure, whatever that is, to get to the screws at the bottom, to put those 2 screws in. It was only 4 screws for the pump, 2 in the bottom and 2 in the front where the link catcher is at. And 2 wires, but it was a little tedious process. Had to be careful. I didn't want to break anything, and sure enough, it paid off. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, you guys, this is my second video on this washing machine. It's a RCA 3.0. I believe Magic Chef is the same exact machine. I had a problem with it, and I was thinking it was the same problem I had with a Media MA50, where I had to clean out the lint cleaner right there. Just unscrew that. Wife took a couple of coins out of there, or paperclip, whatever, out of there, but there was no lint in there. I went on YouTube trying to figure out why it wouldn't spin, it wouldn't drain. Seems the white wire there sends a signal to the pump, and the signal has to go back. If it doesn't, it won't cycle to the spin part. It'll just stop working. I tested it with a pen, electric tester, and it was intermittent. I was getting current, sometimes I wasn't getting current. I finally did get the cycle, Ironic thing is I got it to cycle when I moved it around over here, but when I had it in place, it wouldn't cycle at all. So gonna need a shop vac because I have to drain the water that's in there. Some of the tools I'm using: zip ties, screwdriver, diagonal cutters to cut the old zip ties, channel lock, strippers for the wires, and little vice grip, because I had trouble with these two clamps. That clamp right there and this clamp right here. Just trying to get them on and off was a little tricky. The small one wasn't too bad, but that one gave me a little fight. So I'm trying to make my life a little bit easier. Okay, you guys can see the new pump. And also I have electrical tape, a couple of small wire nuts, and I have some of the old bolts here. Had 2 screws from the outside, I believe, and 2 screws from underneath. So they're a little tricky to get in and out. Okay, there is also American Allen key set there that I'm gonna have to use to get those screws in from underneath. Okay, I'm gonna make a lot of noise in a second. See the water in there. It's right about here, so I don't know why it's draining, why it's not draining. Okay, it does not seem to be coming out, so maybe I'm lucky this time. Last 2 times I practically flooded the place. Okay, got the hose on in the back. That came out okay. Got to adjust this clamp, but I'm gonna wait till I lift the machine up and put the 2 bolts from underneath. This is the new pump. This is the old pump. You guys don't need to see every step, but basically it's 2 screws that go here and 2 screws that go from underneath. This is what they look like, the ones that go from underneath. The other Phillips head screwdrivers, screws, hold the back panel in place. That's all that is. Alright, let's pause the video. Okay, I got everything situated the way I want. I got this hose on, got that clamp on properly. Got the screws in from underneath. Got the other holes in place. Surprise, surprise, the water didn't come out. So now I just gotta hook up 2 wires, put the covers on, put the zip ties. I should be good to go, so give me a few seconds, alright? Okay, I was able to squish the cap, get the old cap off. I'm gonna try to put it back in place. Hopefully you can see I twist the wires together. And sure enough, it went in place. Let's flatten it out the way it was. We'll test the connection. That's pretty good. I'm satisfied with that. Now we got these blue ones here. There's a lot of these here. There's 4 blues and 1 white. Hopefully we'll be good to go. If this doesn't work, I'll get a decent size wire nut for this. Okay, I think that should be it. Yep. Okay, so that blue one is here. This little light one right here. I have to take all these apart and just go at it, so we know which ones go together. Okay. Try to do a decent job here. We don't want to do a bang-up job. Okay. This is the blue one I gotta cut. So that would be 3 blues and a white, which is right here. And we got 1 more blue to hook up.
see if we can get that nut back on. I think we can. It's on the bottom part. I got it back on. Squish it again and see if we got lucky. Okay, it's holding. Alright, I'm gonna pause the video and test the machine. Okay, time to get lucky or not. It's draining. Ha! You guys can hear that. $75 for the pump. I think it was on eBay. They only had 2 on eBay. They had 2 listed on a different site. Hope so. You guys can see it spinning, cycling, doing this thing we're supposed to do. It wouldn't do that before. It would get to the spin cycle and it would just stop flat out. Also got a phone call. Let's see what that is. Either way, you guys saw the machine work. I'm very, very happy. I think this machine cost me $400. Must have had about 2 years already. The first thing you're going to check is that link catcher, which I showed you. And I did with my magnetic pen tester. I tested the power coming in, and it would intermittently work, intermittently not work. But when I did get the power going back, the pump wouldn't go on. You see, this one went on immediately. So I'm going to end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You can fix your machine. And there wasn't a lot of pumps that I found online, maybe 4 in the entire US. And I got one of them, so I got very, very lucky. Okay, I got the plastic bag back on. Got my zip ties in place, nice and neat. All I got to do is put the cover on, pick up my tools, and go answer this call. See you guys on the next one. Bye.